Are you ready to open your eyes to what you're truly capable of? Because in the next few minutes, you're going to hear something that, if you let it sink in, will completely change the way you look at limits, motivation, and pain. Forget what you think you know. It's time to step into a whole new reality. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that notification bell. If you're here, it means you're hungry for growth, for raw insights that go beyond comfort. Stay on this journey, because it's one that can redefine your life. Let's start with the truth. All the distractions, the phones, the social media, the endless scrolling, none of it means anything when you're alone with your struggles. When depression hits, when grief knocks at your door, when life gets heavier than you ever imagined, there's no quick fix, no app, no shortcut. In those silent hours, it's just you and your mind. And here's the core truth. Either you take command of your mind, or your mind takes command of you. Your thoughts can feel like a storm, pulling you in every direction, convincing you that you're too tired, too weak, too stuck. But once you decide to flip that switch and take control, everything changes. You have to be the one telling your brain, this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, and there is no other option. If you don't, life plays you instead of you playing life. So what's the first step? Work. And not just work, relentless work. Redefine what hard work means. Memorizing a paragraph for a test? Repeat it 10, 20, 50 times until your brain has no choice but to adapt. Struggling to swim, to run, to lift, to study? Get back in again and again until it stops being an option to fail. Repetition is the gateway to transformation. The moment you cut off the exit door and give yourself no choice but to adapt, you discover a side of yourself you didn't even know existed. Most people stop when things get tough. They believe they're trying hard, but deep down, they know they're holding back. And the brain? It's clever. It knows when you're lying to yourself. You can't fake effort. You either give everything or you don't. And when you finally learn what true effort feels like, when you're pushing past that voice that screams, quit, you start to transform. That's not just willpower, that's rebirth. Think about some of the most brutal environments on Earth. Military training, ultra-endurance sports, climbing mountains, surviving freezing oceans, running for days with no sleep. What separates those who succeed from those who quit isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's the ability to look at suffering straight in the eye and say, this is my new normal. Pain becomes less of a barrier, and more of a language you learn to speak. Now, let's bring it back to you. Maybe you're stuck in a job you hate. Maybe you don't like what you see in the mirror. Maybe you feel lost, lonely, or like you've wasted too much time. You think, this is my life. This is just how it is. But hear me clearly. That's not your maximum. That's just your current setting. And here's the secret. Your ceiling is only real until you break through it. The moment you push beyond what you thought was your limit, a whole new level appears. If this is hitting you right now, if you're realizing your brain has been holding you back, hit that like button and let us know in the comments what challenge you're ready to face with open eyes. Here's another truth. Transformation doesn't happen when you try. It happens when you become obsessed. You stop dipping your toe in the water and you dive in head first. You stop tolerating discomfort and start living inside it. When you open your eyes to this reality, you understand. You weren't made for comfort. You were made for growth, for challenge, for resilience. And let's be clear, peace doesn't come at the start of the struggle. It comes at the end. The world tells you to pursue happiness directly, to seek comfort immediately. But real peace is something you earn, and it sits on the far side of suffering, accountability, and brutal honesty with yourself. When you hold yourself to a higher standard than anyone else expects of you, you will suffer. But that suffering? That's the currency you pay for the kind of peace that no one can ever take away. At your lowest, no one hands you motivation. No one gives you a blueprint. All you have is the decision to open your eyes to possibility and the courage to return again and again until the impossible starts to look possible. That's how ordinary people become extraordinary. And here's what true strength looks like. It's not always feeling powerful. It's knowing, deep down, that when life pushes you to the edge, you can call on a part of yourself so unshakable that no setback, no betrayal, no failure can destroy you. How do you find that part? You stay with your struggle. You dive deep, deeper than fear, deeper than doubt, until you uncover the raw foundation of who you really are. When you reach your breaking point, something incredible happens. The anger fades. The noise fades. You're not thinking, "I'll show them." You're not thinking about applause or recognition. There's only the drive to move forward, to survive, to figure it out. That primal grit doesn't live on Instagram. It doesn't show up when you're binge-watching YouTube. It only comes alive when you put yourself in the furnace, when you walk straight into the fire of discomfort. Let's pause for just a moment. If this message is resonating with you, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Now back to opening your eyes. Have you ever wondered what keeps the strongest, toughest, most determined people on Earth going when most quit? It's not money, it's not approval, it's not applause. It's the knowledge that suffering isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. Pain is a mentor. When you stop running from it and start listening to it, you access a version of yourself who is unbreakable. The world tries to sell you shortcuts: instant success, instant love, instant health, instant wealth. But here's the real lesson. There is no shortcut worth taking. Everything that truly matters is earned, and the price is discomfort, discipline, and honesty with yourself. And here's the paradox. It never really gets easier. The weight doesn't get lighter. The hills don't get shorter. Life doesn't soften. You get stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to struggle, to endure, to suffer. Do you think that sounds extreme? Look at anyone you admire, anyone who changed history. They didn't get there by accident. They got there because they decided, no matter how hard it gets, I will not quit. This challenge will become my new normal until I break through. So here's the question. Will you open your eyes? Will you accept the pain, the repetition, the loneliness, and push forward, no matter what? That answer belongs only to you. But never forget, your mind is the most powerful weapon you have. It can imprison you, or it can set you free. The choice has always been yours. If this video hit you where it matters, check out the rest of the Growth Mindset Project channel. Our deep dives will challenge you. They'll make you uncomfortable, and they'll help you open your eyes even wider. Subscribe, hit that bell, and get ready to discover a version of yourself you never knew existed.